My body is weak. I feel like I can't keep up with my regiment. Hey, caramba. I wish I had more consistent tracking of when I feel in better shape. Would make it easier to make decisions like when to work out. It's gotta be a pattern. I'm not giving up yet. What kind of dude hangs out in a cave? Really? Right next to the whopper flower? I don't know. Ranjit. Yep, that's me. Cuisine, oh fuck's sake. Oh, it's Regis wine. Oops. Is that how you're cooking now? I want me to burn the thing to the ground? What the shit? Okay, so it's a boss rush. How are you? Oh. This is Natlan cooking. Mm-hmm. Still don't know what Natlan is based on. Just all of Africa? Fuck if I know. Saurians? Isn't that the shit I fight in Dragon's Dogma? I might be cutting their tails off. Nice app, bro. Why the hell are you talking about this? You first start talking about food and then you start talking about you skinning your pal friends? Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? That's oh, got those. Negotiate. It is diplomacy really necessary? Isn't it just enslavement we're talking about? Head out now. Yeah, okay. What are we doing? Negotiation strategies? What? Okay. Increasing the number of strategies will increase the difficulty of the challenge. Sure. Is this actually turning into Pokemon? Is that what I'm reading? Am I supposed to be trapping this? What are we talking about here? Eee. All I have to do is bring more water, right? Howdy. Why the hell do they call this negotiation strategies? Okay, and this is going to be a lot of reading. You can call upon RNG to fire Binding Shot to help you during the challenge. Binding Shot will interrupt the attack of the Sky Searing Pyroregis Vine and pull its scroll down to the ground. Useful for me. Decrease the damage. Well, I have to kill as fast as possible, so that's not going to be useful. Extends the duration of the stunned state. When are we talking stunned? When we dragged it down? Physical. Oh, this lets me kill it faster. Oh, I should be deactivating these. I thought it said I only got to pick one. Am I missing something? Yeah, do not select more than one negotiation in total. Oof. That is a lot of extra health. And I'm not sure which I will need more. Hydro or... Wait. Why? It just starts... I thought it was going to change my party. My guy. Okay, there we go. All party members will be revived. Good. Yeah, I'm awful at this. I'm just trying to get through this part ASAP. Wait, do not choose any negotiation strategies? My god. Try Wuwa? What are you talking about? Oh, wait, the... What was it called? I keep thinking about Withering Heights. Withering what now? I mean, have you played it? Is it worth trying? Okay, so I've already failed one objective. Okay. How do the rewards work here?
Same as I remember.
Yeah, that's great. Do I get all the rewards if I do this? Oh, wait, I can also load up on food? Already set up, thank you. How so? Because it has that one pairing mechanic you talked about? I mean, like I said, if there's nothing to react to, games tend to feel pretty passive. I've been trying to set up a Discord server, but haven't really gotten around to finalizing it. Lameo. I mean, it's not like I'm here to defend Genshin Impact. It's a comfort game for me. This is basically one of my better single target setups, but I'm worried about there being Dendro resistance against this. Ah, well, let's figure this out.
Make yourselves at home. Strike a pose. Let my name echo and dissipate. Out of my way. Don't be scared.
Whoa! Okay, maybe I should... Jesus Christ, I ult tabbed. Maybe I need to learn to dodge here if I'm not gonna reduce its damage. Jesus Christ. Can I not reset? Are you kidding me? Oh, poor Nahida, Jesus Christ. I don't have a bunch of social medias. I stream on Twitch and YouTube every now and then, and that's about it. Don't even bother using Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's see if I can do this without fucking up immediately.
Grow.
How much damage does this take?
Time to shine. I'll settle this.
Does it not take any damage until I knock it down? Seems like it. Okay. In that case, I will need more Hydro. Jesus. I mean, could be. Like, if I have to use more Hydro characters just to knock this thing down. I don't really know what sort of setup I should be rolling. Oh, and now everybody's placed awkwardly. This isn't what I'm used to.
This may hurt a little. Make yourselves at home.
You really think triple Hydro is better?
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in. Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
Here comes the catch. Take it easy. Bust it. I didn't factor this in.
You got... Jesus Christ! I keep thinking I can get away with shit that I absolutely can't. I should not be struggling like this. Like, I wanted to do an aimed shot and it blasts me right to the face. It's actually refreshing not being able to just do things immediately.
Time to shine. Dissipate.
Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy.
And then there we go.
Quietly now.
What is it doing?
Our bond is strong.
Wow, perfectly
I'll
timed.
settle this.
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Come on! What is the attack pattern here?
No.
I'm sorry, it's like, didn't it ask me to kill it within like 90 seconds? I don't understand how it's expecting me to do that. I'm playing around that fact. Yeah, I know, but Kuki Shinobu has so much elemental mastery that I'm expecting that to do a lot of damage still. But Christ almighty.
This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Shower me with praise.
This entire plan is just absolutely ass now. Yeah, there we go.
Here comes the
Okay, can I do damage now?
Time to shine. Lightning, Sheriff. Yeah, commit it to memory.
chop. Bust it.
This may hurt a little. Share my knowledge. Let my name echo in song.
Am I gonna have enough time now? It's taking way more damage, but I'm still not sure if it's enough.
Quietly now.
Come on.
Bond is strong.
I have no idea. Okay, but I still need to activate that one. Come on. It's annoying that it puts me in this instance zone, so I can't view the actual requirements for getting all the rewards. Like now, if I press F5, I should be able to review it. And I am getting all the rewards. That was the point. Wait, hold on. Then what's the point? This is why you're the man, Franco. The crowd goes wild. I still don't understand though. Is there any point in doing all the requirements it tried to tell me to do? Or is it just for bragging points? Also, did he even use Nahida against this? It seemed like it was pretty pointless. What else should he bring against this though? It's like, it's so obviously weak against Hydra that it feels like... Yeah, like maybe I should have brought Zhongli for the shield. I was not expecting Nahida to just get one shot within the first second. I think I've said this before, but a triple Hydra probably is a good idea. But it feels like if I don't get any elemental reactions, I'm not doing this for anything. Wait, does Pyroregious Vine apply Pyro to itself constantly? Because if it does that, maybe Triple Hydro is just as good. But if you're not bringing Hydro, then what, Cryo? I don't remember that having as strong an effect as Hydro did versus the Regis one. Okay, well, until I see a point in going for all the objectives, I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh my god, one down! If you... Oh! God, I'm an idiot! I haven't used Anemo in so long for Shred, I just use it for grouping. Of course. Complete all challenge injustice within 90 seconds. Like, hold on. What? There's even more health. And even with the bonus here, I still couldn't do it within a minute and 30 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm not big enough of a whale to do this. I do not understand. Oh, and there's the reward counter. Jesus Christ, I should have found that immediately. Yeah. Guess that's what I should have done. It's like, I got 2 groups that I use in Abyss constantly, and then because of that, I'm so tunnel visioned that I can't imagine using anything else. What are you doing over here? We're supposed to be fighting a boss. Befriended the Pyroregious Vine yet? Oh yeah, negotiated. I beat it to a pulp and then got it to do what I asked. That's mafia tactics. Oh yeah, do you think it's true that they're turning this shit into Palworld? The Saurians you'll be able to just befriend? I like those sort of mechanics, but I don't know... I don't trust these developers to make that any sort of nuanced and interesting system. It's not going to be there for the long term. It's probably just going to be there for visuals. Also, I've wanted a mount in this game for so goddamn long. But apparently you're the one carrying them around. I hear that's the meme. Want to give it a try? Okay, GeoBishop, The fuck did you call Teplu? I can't read it. It is turning into Palworld. Couldn't have gone off with the hatchings. Don't have round tummies. Uh-huh. Did he just fat shame? If you're fat enough, you're able to just roll around. That is a bold choice. If that's what the devs just said. And once again, oof. Wintry from a GeoBishop. Okay, so should be going for fire. Do I really want to... Why do they double dip with this? Like, each of these strategies give you an advantage because of the effect of the strategy. But they also reduce the health of the opponent. By such a large degree, I don't... Oh, that's right. They're probably gonna need a shield. Shit. Let me think. Okay, I think I have a plan. I think. Immense reflected damage. Which one is best? Extra shield strength is fun and all, but... Whenever I see resistance shred, it just feels like it's always the best option by default because it has such a huge effect. Okay, I'm going for that one. 1 minute and 30 seconds? How the fuck? Okay, now you need triple hydro to break it in time. And you're just gonna stand there and look happy? Oh, wait! I forgot, I could use food here? I just see the cooking pot and I assume... Shit, I have to... Can I even use it in here? Yeah, I thought as much, okay. Because if I can just... bulk up, that should make it a whole lot easier, shouldn't it? Shield strength? Hell yeah. That's usually crit chance and damage that I want, but I just used it up. I wasn't expecting there to be a challenge that I could actually use it in. Okay. And then I need to use a completely different setup. I really hope all the artifacts are in position, because otherwise this is going to be yikesy. And because it's a wintry bishop, I don't have to... add anything more, do I? I need the shield. I'm pretty sure I want the energy recharge. And she's going to be doing all the damage. Watch me funnel this immediately.
Stabilize. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Order guide you.
There is no escape.
Take him off.
Now you shall perish.
Uh-oh. Would this just bounce because I have the shield? It does. Okay, good. Well, this is doing damage. Pretty good.
Solidify.
And then it's stun locked.
Torn to oblivion.
1 minute and 30 seconds though. I don't know.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Doesn't seem pretty likely. Swap, thank you.
You're toast. Inazuma shines eternal.
And then it bounces.
Shine down. I'm going in. Let's light
Would
it
it
up.
be better to have
Gather. This is order.
Singshaw?
There is no escape.
I'm causing
Torn
melt.
to oblivion.
So this should be good, right? I don't know how frequently it's happening. Actually, it happened within the time lapse. It'll have like, what is it, 20% more health, and then I still have to hit that time? I don't understand how they balance this. No, makes no sense. Or I guess you could have Arlecchino. Arlecchino. Whichever. And after one, I'm basically done. This is the entire event. Ah. That is hard to believe. Mhm. No friends without a fight. Mhm. Not sure that's a good expression. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch the language there. Ah, yes, of course, an Ictomisaurus. Isn't that what it's called when you snip your balls? You get an Ictomisaurus. When I heard that tale, I too gained the courage to pick my childhood dream off the ground where I left it. I don't follow at all. A childhood dream is to pick a fight with a mushroom. I told me. Okay. Oh shit! I maybe should have been reading this. Whoops. From a shield, okay. Sounds like it'll try to activate its shit anyway. Mm. Okay. But the problem here is like I can't there's no numbers on anything. I have no idea how strong the shield is, how big of a problem it's going to be, how much this so-called damage boost is. Oh you son of a bitch. Maybe this is the way to go. I just knock it down and beat the ever-loving shit out of it. Like, what is the cooldown? I'm assuming it's pressing T. I'll just try it. Starting to feel like Monster Hunter. Okay, food still applies. That's nice to know. All right. Is this ghetto? Sure is.
Make yourselves at home. Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide! Dissipate. I'll settle this.
Supporting fire! Don't get too close!
No. Bring it down.
Committed to memory. Grow, grow. Time to shine. Shower me. Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge.
I got you covered!
Oh, brought down again. Nice.
Yeah, grow, grow, grow. Lightning, sure.
Fire it
Bad
up!
timing and everything.
Let the world collide.
And you only have 2 of those, huh?
Supporting fire!
Make yourselves at home. Our bond is strong. Committed. Let my name echo in song. I'll settle this. Grow, grow, grow. Yeah, this way through the loop. Sharing my knowledge.
I got you covered! Don't get too close!
Uh-oh. Oh, fucking it! I can arrive right. I can. Okay, Jesus. My God. Okay, I have to make some adjustments. No.
Let the world collide. Committed to memory. This way through the loop. Lightning purified. Grow, grow, grow. The temple of wisdom. Strike a pose.
Why is it so hard to bring down?
Supporting fire!
Did with me.
I'm not getting like any
Check this out!
Committed to
of the energy I usually would.
memory.
I don't know why.
Make yourselves at home.
Here's Becca!
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide. Dissipate.
Oh shit.
This way through the loop.
Whoa.
Don't get too close!
Committed to memory. Lightning purified. Time to shine. This way I don't understand.
God, what a mess. Oh, and I can't revive from now on. Ideal. Love it.
Strike a pose.
And I'm gonna misclick it during the entire game. It's great.
Let my name echo in song. Dissipate. I'll settle this. Yoo-hoo!
Here's Becca!
No, fuck. God, no. Wait, both of them? Since when?
World collide.
Holy shit.
Fire it up!
Okay, well, I know what I'm not picking.
Shower me with praise.
I got you covered!
Okay, now it's just taking forever. Is that just gonna restart it again? That negotiation was useless. Then again, him making shit explode wasn't really useful either. Certainly blew up in my face, but I need to get through the Dendro shield, don't I? Is there a better way? Just healing? Then I can create more Dendro cores, and I think the bloom reaction does shred. Sure, you want to try this. No, I have like no resistance shred. Or I could just not give a fuck. Definitely have that. I like getting rid of slots, I realize. I hope it doesn't take too long getting through the shield now.
Stabilize.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Lightning purified!
Order guide you.
Really?
Hey,
This way, please.
the Temple of Wisdom! Let the world come alive! Committed to memory. Out of my way!
I will have order.
This way, Curly. Share my knowledge.
This is
Time to shine!
going way faster, isn't it?
Yoo-hoo!
Not just me.
Grow, grow, grow! Ha!
Crumble.
Whoops. Should have held that button.
Solidify.
Let my name echo in song! Stand with me, I'll settle this! Grow, grow, grow! Temple of Wisdom!
This is order.
Committed to memory. Showing you praise! Let the world come alive! Yeah! Our bond is strong!
Order guide you.
Make yourselves at home! Out of my way! Yeah, this way, Curly. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Stabilize.
Grow, grow, grow! Stand with me! Share my knowledge!
Solidify.
Showering you with praise! Time to shine! Our bond is strong! I'll settle this! Committed to memory.
This is order.
Can't die soon, right? Oh my god. Any day now?
This way, Curly.
I cannot wrap my head around how the hell you're supposed to do the other requirements. Like, I wish they made enemies squishier and more dangerous instead of whatever the fuck this is. It's like, does every game have to be Dark Souls? The answer is yes. It has to be Dark Souls. If it's not Dark Souls, it ain't shit. Ranji Talp. Unprocessed Pyro Regis wine fruit near terror shroom. Why? Are we done with the negotiations? Proud and noble, sure. I wonder, would you call a flying Cirrus a Pegasus instead? Makes no difference to me. We're just gonna leave empty-handed. It's the name of the game. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not that tempting. Technically done all I have to today. I think I'll save it for some other time.
Add a. Thank you for complete.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I feel weak. Like, I have no idea. Actually, I'm lying. I understand how you're supposed to do some of these, but the fact that I rely on having correct artifacts reminds me of why I don't like this game. I don't have control over what sort of setups are viable to me. I've put too many runs into Dendro artifacts, so bringing an extra Dendro character versus a Dendro enemy like the Spore Shroom thing just... Ooh, it doesn't gel well. And what I actually should be bringing is like an extra electro, maybe, or fire, in order to go through the shield faster, but nah, fuck that shit. There's nothing going up, calling it a day. World's shortest stream. Anyway, enough about me, how are you? I feel like that's something I should be doing more on this stream. Stop talking about the actual game in front of me. What's, God, I keep forgetting the name. I'm just gonna look it back up again. Wasn't it an Epic Game Store? It was not Wuthering Heights. And played a lot of it? Ah, Withering Waves, there it is.
Every journey has its final day.
Are you sure the game isn't made by Hate Push? Like, is it structurally the same as Genshin Impact? Like, it's an open world game that you explore? Or is it like... Oh, it does say it's open world. With a high degree of freedom. Wow! You wake from your slumber as Rover, joined by a vibrant cast of resonators on a journey to reclaim your lost memories and surmount the lament. I have no idea what any of that means. What are the open world mechanics like? Does it actually give you proper, I mean, it says high degree of freedom. I feel like freedom means ability to move around as you want. So like moving at high speeds, being able to jump high, climb far, gliders. Gliders are very important for freedom. Like, I've played through Elden Ring twice now, so I can't really say I dislike the game, but it is weird how claustrophobic the game feels when you're at the top of a mountain. Like, you climb all the way up, and then you look down and then realize, I'm gonna die if I take one misstep. So then you have to like carefully walk all the way back down. And it's such a weird feeling compared to any other open world game where you have a glider. So I'm saying Elden Ring should have a glider. Ah, silly puzzles, of course. Just to take your time as opposed to actually be challenging, am I right? Monsters to farm, except the monster itself is the main gear for your builds. Wait, what do you mean the monsters itself is the main gear for your builds? Are you shapeshifter? Do you summon them? Do you just absorb their souls like a goddamn warlock? Because that sort of reminds me of Shadow Hearts. Really like that game series. It did not catch on. Actually one of the best JRPGs I've played.
Yourselves at home. Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song. Dissipate. Out of my way.
Do you think
Everyone look in.
you're enjoying it partly because it's fresh, or do you think it actually has like long-term staying power? Not necessarily for everybody, but for you personally. Imagine yourself playing it in the long term. That makes it feel like a demonic version of Pokemon. Cool though. Only for a few seconds. I'm assuming they give you stat boosts, but the transformation gives you like a unique moveset. How does that work with
Our bond is strong.
Isn't it like a gacha game though? So they're gonna try and sell characters. Are they gonna try and sell monsters too? Isn't part of what makes it cool is that you can capture or trap enemies in the overworld? I feel like that's what gives those games a certain feeling. Like, if you play Pokemon as a gacha game and you have to buy every fucking Pokemon as opposed to like go out into the world, find them, and capture them, it will feel a lot differently, I feel.
The Temple of Wisdom.
I think feel. I suggest.
Time to shine. I'll settle this.
Yeah.
Solidify.
When I was investing time into Genshin, I was hoping it would be a lot more like the beginning. Like, dodging has stopped mattering. Completely. It has gone from action RPG to face rolling. But you saw me play Hades, right? Does that sort of game not interest you? I have a friend that's like really against roguelikes. Yeah, maybe I will do it now. I feel like people are looking for really meaty games to invest in, and if they're not big enough, it's not worth investing in. And I'm kind of there. I have a very similar way of thinking. I feel like I really struggle with finding good short experiences. But it's like, I know they exist. I fucking loved Undertale. It's not like they're impossible to find. But I played a lot of other games that are just 6 to 10 hours. And then by the end of it, I'm just like nodding my head and I was like, I've already had this experience before. I just had it again. So if I'm going to invest my time into something, I want it to be something that I know is going to change and develop over time. Okay, this thing. What are the actual elements I should be using against it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think I went really heavy on Dendro when I fought this thing. That might be a good idea. Also, I might get my ass whooped again. You got any advice against this thing? Oh. I'm worried that I'll have to fight this thing multiple times just to figure out how the hell it's going to fight back. I feel like bringing Electro against this is not a good idea. But my Electro is technically there for other reasons. I am going to miss that shield. Don't make fun of me. I need this, okay? HP is going to be bussin', because that'll also increase my damage with his team. And then, fuck it. This seems to be the most worthwhile thing for me to spend this on.
Let my name echo in song. Dissipate. Hey, go away.
Where are these pearls? I was promised pearls.
You play. Europe. Just play turn a little. Make yourselves a home. Out of my way. Strike a pose. Time to shine.
I definitely might need a shield. But it's fine, I got healing.
Go get it, you
Look at my health. Look at my health. I swear to God, Yao Yao is insane.
Stay put.
Oh God,
Hey,
buddy,
Temple of
chill.
Wisdom. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in. Yahoo!
No, come back down. Jesus, come down. No! I was right on the edge. You're right, I might need a shield. Okay, no. I need to use some of the better ones, I think. Damn it! Lord have mercy on my soul. No, no, no! Oh God, not again.
You blame.
You can't be serious! Bitch dodge! Bitch dodge!
Hey, hey, go away. Oh.
Are you kidding me? I didn't destroy a single one! Fuck's sake! I should have gone in the other direction. I'm an idiot.
Committed to memory.
Nah, who needs healed? You just need to be full health all the time.
Shine.
Oh!
Make yourselves at home. Yoo-hoo!
No.
No, no. I'm standing in the purple shit. How? Why is game like this? No!
Not getting you away.
Are the pearls up? The pearls don't go. Thank Christ. No, don't you start doing some shit. I know you're trying to do some shit. And it's back up.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Okay. While it's here in front of me, I've just gone, oh fuck!
Share my knowledge. Ready, go!
I like I ask for your advice, and then I'm like, immediately ignoring it. Ow, ow. It's fine. I'm so close. Just, please, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that dramatic zoom on Furina there at the end. Christ. I don't think the shield is a problem. I think Nahida only having sub 20,000 health is a bit of a problem. I grubber. Then again, Zhongli's shield is so fat it's stupid. Yeah, hey buddy. So you played any Dark Souls games? What is the most hectic game you've played? Actually, like, I know Sekiro is notorious for being ridiculously difficult, and it is, but holy shit, the Nightmare Prince in Hollow Knight, I spent over 6 hours on. It was insane. Also high. Looking forward to Silksong. Jesus Christ, I'll probably be screaming through every boss fight in that goddamn game. One thing I like doing is saving all the rewards for busy days, because each one of them contribute to the daily commission shit. But then you also have to be aware of when the time runs out. So that's almost as hectic as Sekiro. I haven't even begun exploring this place. Might be time. Okay, you know what? I think it's at least about time I got every one of these. Why Elizabeth J. Skinner? It's like Homer J. Simpson. Why the J? Why the full name? Why so proper? Light is good, right? That is a nice depot. Next patch, I don't even remember who was queued up next. I'm basically saving up for all of the Archons. It just seems like all of them are gonna be unbalanced. Like, Fiorina is already good at C0, so if I can save up for her, that'll be buzzing. But I'm also already invested in Yelan. But now Fiorina is cannibalizing her spot, which really annoys me. I mean, surely you're not doxing yourself. That can't be your real name. Actually, I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna find your address. It just reminds you of the time I was playing a game on Steam with my brother, and my brother was using his full name as his username, and we were like going to play Dota. Like a game where people like get notoriously mad, and I'm just like, you're not actually doing this, right? You're not actually gonna play a game where people are gonna throw you death threats with your actual name. He's got more balls than I do. How fucking, that's it. You get over here. You're not allowed. This is my stream. You're not allowed to own me. Also, what the hell do I do with this? Oh well. Motherfucker. Man, you sure told me. There's something about this energy combined with this peaceful violin music. Actually, which instrument is this? Can I not just press D to teleport it? I can. What? Oh, I'm an idiot. Now, what did I find? Ancient Jade Cup.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
And does not get me any closer to opening that chest. Now that is a disappointment. I think I've been in that direction before? Oh yeah, wait, no, I was just speedrunning through this area. During the event. Nice, easy navigation.
I think your dad's condom broke while having sex, and the result is now making fun of someone else's name.
Yeah, those two are intrinsically connected. Nobody's condom who has remained intact has ever led to a child that also makes fun of another person's name. Like, I think it's like a natural law as strong as gravity, and it really makes sense if you don't think about it.
Solidify.
Thank you for educating me, though. I learn something new every day. You see, we didn't have these classes at my school. You're a little better educated than me.
Stabilize.
How do I even remove this fog of war? That's what I want to know. I mean, that looks suspicious. Also, if we're being technical about this, I'm not making fun of your name. I'm making fun of the fact that nobody should be using their real name.
Gather.
Also, who the... If this is your username, why would you take it personally if I took made fun of it? Like... you think Chinston is my real name? I'm lost. How does one reveal this? The fuck is this? Hey, where do you think you're going? Can I investigate or not? What did I do? No. No. Why do this to me?
Everyone hold hands. Dissipate. Yeah.
I've already forgotten what I used this for. Okay, good, there's nothing. What the fuck? I am lost. Frank, please help. I summoned 4 owls. Does this give me some sort of cosmic powers?
Solidify.
What am I achieving? Am I just supposed to have every island covered in owls? Is that where this is going? That feels like where this is going. I'm so far behind on this game. And now what? Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Preparation of the votive rain jade. What are they talking about? I think this is why when we talk about the open world puzzles in Genshin, we put the puzzles in quotes. I just walk up there and go wherever the fuck this shit leads me. And that's the puzzle. There's no thinking. There's no trying to figure out what to do in order to complete the puzzle. the puzzle completes itself. You just have to go through the steps that it presents to you. That was a lot of S's. And I'm guessing it's gonna be the same in Withering Waves. I had an argument about this with a friend of mine that nobody actually liked puzzle games.
Quake!
Oh, shit, wait. Which island am I going to? That's where it just came from. This is... unclear. No pun intended. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I am not solving this anytime soon, apparently. I don't think that could have had any more of a perfect timing. I complained about puzzles not really being puzzles, and then the second they hit me with a riddle, I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'm here. Yeah, because I think puzzles aren't actually puzzles in most of these games.
Stabilize.
Puzzles are... I believe the term is pace setters. They're just there to give you something different to do. So that the game feels more fresh over a longer period of time. It's sort of like how climbing worked in... God, I forget the name. Uncharted. There wasn't any thinking involved in the climbing. It was just a way to slow down the pace a bit between combat encounters.
Osmanthus why?
I'm gonna be missing an entire island. I can't see shit in this fog. And yet, despite me thinking that I don't think anybody really wants puzzle games, I played The Witness. I played the fuck out of The Witness. That is a pure puzzle game. It's actually really cool. But I don't know, like, I don't know personally a single person who's had the patience to play that game at all, let alone to completion. What I'm saying is that I'm not like those other girls. Is that underwater? You stank, bitch. Hey, drop me a spoiler real quick. To remove the fog or reveal this area, do you basically have to do the world quest here? Yeah, it's kind of funny how this game copied the stamina from Breath of the Wild, but then didn't use the stamina at all in the same way as in Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, you basically had to do, I think they call it route reading in the actual sport bouldering. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. But it basically means that you have to plan where you're supposed to go because you might run out of stamina when you're looking at a path on a mountainside in Breath of the Wild. But
Osmanthus
in
why?
this game, there's no planning. It's just you just fucking climb, spam stamina items, and you mostly run out of patience rather than stamina. So, like, it doesn't serve the same function, which makes me wonder why they even have it here in the first place. It's what I would refer to as a vestigial mechanic. Anyway, how's your life? It's been a while. Why is there a mark on that thing? I'm gonna run past this. I'm gonna run past all this. I'm just gonna grab... Uh-oh. All the waypoints. And try to go through the world quest. You said you didn't like the world quests in this game? I think I actually had more fun with some of the world quests than the main quests. Like, the main quests are fun for the spectacle on some of the
This may hurt a little.
cutscenes, but the story usually doesn't interest me. They have, like, hints and aspects of things that I like. And even most of the world quests are shit, but the ones that land real well for me. This feels right. Okay, but what about this area? Yeah, it doesn't help, does it? How does that make sense? You fucking played the shit out of Danganronpa. That's not voice acted, is it? Did I miss a setting? Wait, does that have voice acting? I read through that whole thing. You can't tell me there's a setting for voice acting. I was like, I generally agree with you. Like, that's part of why I'm apparently one of those sacrilegious people that watch anime with dubs. It's because I don't want to read the subtitles.
Solidify.
I mean, isn't it all dialogue? Do you mean reading descriptions? Like, what's the alternative? Still on that one. Follow Little Mao. Ah, alright, yeah. I think it's because I have ADD. Like, I also had severe trouble reading books when I was younger. I need to mark this on the map, so remember to collect the quest later. But it's not like I have dyslexia. I just really struggle maintaining interest reading. And when I have things in audiobook form, it's way easier. But when I like read a line, my mind wanders off. And then I realize, even though I read this, I didn't get any of the information, so I have to keep rereading. But when I found a book that I like, I don't have this problem anymore. I like complicated words.
This wine tastes the same as I remember.
I've read some really funky books in that department. There's... how do I put this? There's something about word usage that can really set a tone and a feel for the book and the setting. So there's a author called Woodhouse, and I might fuck this up. There's a series called Jeeves and Wooster, and the way that they talk is like British lords. And if you didn't capture that, the way they word things, it wouldn't have the same charisma that it does. But it's like some of the descriptions are just so stupid
Osmanthus wine
and
tasteth.
funny, even though all they're doing is like twisting a single word. It's like one of the characters ask, was the person unhappy? And then the other person answered, well, he certainly wasn't gruntled. Gruntled isn't really a word. But there is a word called disgruntled, so they're just like, they're playing with language that makes it fun. But if you don't have an appreciation for that, it's probably just going to be obnoxious. And I am completely out of the loop. Who the hell is Little Mao? So what I'm saying is that I understand both perspectives. What you stepped is moss on the cliff. Oh, great. Is moss slippery? I haven't had trouble standing on moss. Is it cave beyond the waterfall? Wait, is there really? Hold on. Finally! There's finally an actual cave behind a waterfall in this game. This okay. This is pure gamer logic, okay? But I think it's been established that if you play enough games, there are certain rules that build up, and one of them is if you find a waterfall, there's supposed to be treasure behind it. If you can't go behind the waterfall and find treasure, it feels wrong. It's like nobody has written this rule, and the rule does make sense, but people like absorb it intrinsically. And it's sort of like how it's just like a standard that gets set. It's sort of like how back in the day, first-person shooters, you didn't move around using WASD. You used the arrow keys. Turns out using the arrow keys is shit if you want to let the player do more things than just use the arrow keys. Because there's not a lot of buttons adjacent. But you can't do it. It's just gonna be wonky. And to me, waterfalls with caves behind them is just as important. Who the fuck? Dude, I tried swimming behind waterfalls. The games don't let you. The hell was here? Huge claw marks and paw prints? Yeah, great. I would say so. Don't you run away. The hell is this? This is? Run away.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Stop lying, you don't have friends. Come on. Oh, whoa, that is ever so slightly overgrown. There were some games where I was more comfortable with D-pad than analog. I think fighting games, analog sticks didn't make sense. But the directional input was really important. Yeah, it's called a D-pad. I think it's short for directional pad. I'm gonna be fucking that up. When you say football games, do you mean like Madden or do you mean like FIFA? I barely played any of those games. I played, what is it, like Pro Evolution Soccer with a friend of mine. We played like once and I almost lost my shit because we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. I probably said this story before, but I just laughed my ass off seeing soccer players. Like, how to put this? Imagine like an actual serious soccer game where the people are running around, the camera's like following them, everything's dramatic, people are cheering, the crowd goes wild, we're building up to a goal, and then you see some random motherfucker like do a slide tackle off screen, just like, did I really see it? What is he doing? Like, there's nothing there, and like it happens repeatedly, and we like kept trying to press the pass button in order to like swap to a different character. But everything was so hectic that we pressed too many buttons at the same time. So like everybody was just sliding around for no reason. And with the dramatic camera angles, it was so hard to take seriously. We had to take a break. It was so stupid. Loved it. I like how I'm like making references to a visual joke. Anyway, this is the clue I wanted to show you before, right here. What in Tevat is that? It's so covered in moss that apparently can't make heads or tails of it. There wasn't any moss last time when we came here. Don't you worry, little Mao. It's so humid here. It's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. Let's see a way to clear it away. Do you want me to burn it? Wait a second. This looks like the same style as in... Fontaine. For the prophecy and shit? But I'm about to pull it off? What the shit? I really did pull it off. It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we have today, huh? I don't know, isn't this how you open up a football game? You venerate the holy ball at the top of the mountain and then you send it back down for the people to kick. All the grown-ups in the city and the village all say that the Lord Ajir was the first to arrive in Chenyu Valley. I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here way earlier than he did. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river. Did someone pick him up? And they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. I love superstitions. Oh. It's like, how to put this? Have you heard a kid try to rationalize something? And it's like, they've reached a completely wrong conclusion, but you're able to, like, follow their train of thought, and it's just a fucking roller coaster. I feel like that's what's behind every superstition. And that's why I love them. Why is your face painted? Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing that Chenyu Valley will be fixed after we've found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. That makes sense, doesn't it? Ah, sure. Wow, so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories? You rule Little Mao. Wow, that's the first class guide material right there. Yeah, let's compliment him, thereby shitting on Paimon. That's always the best combination. As a local, so of course he understands the place better than Paimon. Yep, and everyone will be blessed and live happily ever after and all that. Fantastic. But I much prefer hearing her stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. Sounds accurate. Wasn't that also a superstition? That, like, Vikings were just, like, almost a meter tall. Okay, maybe not that much. Like, a head taller than the average person. And it turns out, like, everybody was suffering from malnutrition back in the day, so almost everybody was shorter. Anyway. The warriors of Chenyu Vale were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes. That doesn't sound like a good weapon. Like, jade is malleable. You can carve it. Not sure you should be using something that could carve as an axe. Then again, you had stone axes, so... But it could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. What better happen in the blink of an eye? Could you imagine chopping a person in half slowly? Chop! Any day now, almost there. Ooh, almost. Ah, he's almost done by the dick. Oh, and there we go. Ass split in two. That would be horrifying. That would 100% be an edgy anime. You just chainsaw somebody in half using a full minute. And the Millelith, led by none other than Lord Ajir himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suits of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds and fought with 100-pound spears. That does not sound practical. Apparently, everyone was at war back then, so much so that the Bishui River turned crimson red. Wait, Bishui? Bishui, sure. Later on, the mountains to the south became so full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountain might still be able to catch them. They're singing on the wind. Is that where we had the Hutao quest? Is that what they're referencing? I don't think these stories are meant for kids. Ah, scary stuff. Cover your ears, Minipie. Hot Montaña's right. If you constantly think about this stuff, you'll turn into a villain when you're older. I swear to God, French names are insane. Well, I'm reading out loud. Does that have... Do you want me to skip it? I can't skip it. There's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always said we're too young for them and they'll turn us rotten and stuff like that. I like how even back in the day, stories would turn you rotten. Like, 10 years ago it was TV, 20 years ago it was probably radio that'll turn your brain to mush, and these days it's fucking TikTok and YouTube. Everything turns your brain to mush. Other than just, I don't know, making mud huts, foraging berries and hunting down deer. Only thing that doesn't make your brain rot. But I'm old enough already. Hearing a story is not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who knows these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't even have known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine, guess we'll move on. So, the grown-ups were right. To say that those ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere up high. Why would they do that? They could just make those axes you talked about. This makes no logical sense. But where exactly? Where did all the jade float off to? Again, probably to make a giant axe at the bottom of the ocean. Does it float? It's not as simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver, even when it sank to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. I don't... Why am I even questioning this? I don't know how long it takes for something that sinks to the bottom of a river to get to the other end of the river. Besides, I've heard talk about small ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Cheney village, I keep saying village, Vale is a small place after all. If there had been such rumors, everyone would already have known about them. You know so much, you're future scholar material for sure. But what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't earn much more, it doesn't sound like fun. Then become a traveler. It was more fun adventuring around the world anyway. Seeing as we know the side of the rain jade, right, what do we do next? Why did we need this again? To bring balance to the world and playing the role of the Avatar? I think that's the case. Why don't we go somewhere up high and take a look? Let's observe how the river flows. Want to observe how the river flows? Go up high. Sure, yeah. Yeah, she's so smart. She's really the brains behind the operation. Okay, let's head out. I'm going to take another look around. Do you want to take another look around? I'll do it later. Later.
All right, let's go.
Also, isn't it okay with my voice acting? I'm clearly better than this. Purple doesn't help. When I see interactable characters like this, I just wonder, how does it feel being part of the writing team
Consider choosing another transportation plan.
that's responsible for creating all the dialogue, knowing how many people will not give a single fuck and skip right over it? Probably feels good. Easy money. You can write whatever you want, nobody's gonna read it. Look, from up here you can clearly see that the water moves faster through those narrows, then slows down again as the river widens out. The Jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there. Could you point?
Wow, you're such a real whiz kid. Puppet's been wondering though, what's that massive thing in the distance?
I believe that's called a Prince Albert. It's, What do you mean? Dude, that just makes it better. So a Prince Albert is also known as a cock and ball ring. You stick them in there. I have no idea what the purpose is, but you do. That huge thing in the Jade Mine is a legendary jade ring that an Adeptus threw into the water. So this is like hardcore littering. This is littering on a deific scale. But the river curves around, so the current should actually speed up. But the river gradually gets wider there. Yeah, so the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens. There's actually a good chance that the jade is at the bottom of the river somewhere around the jade mouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. Artificially altered how? How often don't people manipulate rivers all the time? Like, I need to stop questioning everything I read. As mentioned, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like, Jade shall rise from sunken mouth, or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. You didn't answer the question, though. I can skip all this if you prefer. Or just do it some other time. I just think it can be funny if I read it like an idiot. I mean, I won't take it personally if you rather me do something else. It's because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about the mountains, and she's told me loads too. That's how I've learned so much. I don't know why I'm giving him this voice. I feel like I should give him the voice of Dionysus in Hades, where he sounds like a drunk talk show host. Buddy, pal, listen, don't worry about it. We'll get you here any day now. Sorry, pal, you just need better friends. Isn't this insulting myself? Or do I not even qualify as a friend? That is also an opportunity. You're unfit for duty, Minipai. As the young lady, I'm most disappointed. Don't worry too much about it. That's not what I meant. I mean, you blocked the cave and got rid of the monster in a flash, after all. I had no idea how you even did that. I clicked T. I'm just kidding, don't overthink it. Whatever the case, let's go down on the bamboo raft. Okay, Jade Mouth, here we go. Couldn't you just point where you want me to go? Why do we need a frickin' raft? Why, Yoda? Ah, okay. I was gonna grab this real quick. Also, I want to test if you agree with me. I feel like Paimon is like a henchman type character. That's what it feels like. So I decided to give her a henchman voice, where she goes like, "Yeah, boss, you tell him." Like a slight New York accent, mafioso. I know that's not what the developers intended, but makes sense to me. That looks like a bamboo raft. Guess we've got a boat to take. How you doing, boss? Oh, can I catch those? What the fuck are those? Okay, give me a second. I feel like this won't reach. Oh shit, that's right. I need to activate this. First things first, though. Where's the net? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's blue.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I can use this to fight with eventually, right? I sure hope. And once again, the songs here are reminiscent of other things. I don't know, the travel looks pretty retarded too when they seem unable to speak for themselves. And I've said this before, but it's actually disappointing that they don't let the traveler talk. I understand why they do it. They want the traveler to be a representative of the player, so they can't really let them do talking because then too much personality might bleed through. And then there might be a schism between the player and the traveler. But the traveler has like a good and interesting motive that they could let be expressed through voice and conversation as we're going around the world trying to find your sibling. But instead, no, they let the fucking floating 4-year-old do all the... Who the... I still can't believe they made that decision. Why do I still let myself get mad about that? No, fucking go away. No, I can't capture it. Swap. Thank you. There we go.
Stand with me.
Rise!
Also, I swear to God, Paimon used to sound different. Or have like a different personality earlier in the game. Is that just me? And then eventually they decided that all she was gonna do was talk about food. It does not make sense to me, but what the hell do I know? I haven't made a $1 billion game. Alright, Bowser. Someone coming aboard. What is that, little Mao? Come, I'll take you. I'm sorry. Are those lawn chairs on the back of the raft? Okay, take us to Jademouth. Jademouth it is, the two of you tourists. Well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not many locals who head that way. I can say that, Mr. Boatman. Are there any stories about Jademouth that I haven't heard before? I don't know what voice to go for. Knowing you and how much you love the stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Tell me more. All right, then. Well, I heard mentioned that the Jademouth was left behind by Rex Lapis wanting much to save the people of Chenyu Vale. They just able to prevent the naval advance from downstream the local adepti. What? You're making it up as you go again, Gramps. There's no way the Leo Navy came up this river. I've heard that the Jademouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. I was almost sure that's a giant crap. In those days, by the way, this is auto-playing, a baddie redirected the river down to drown the Millelith stationed on both banks of the Chenyu Vale, but the giant white snake and the giant carp were... She threw Jade's... she wore her Jade's... the river down, and ever since the river had no more floods and everyone killing peacefully on both sides of the river. I'm panicking. I get so stressed out having to read fast. You might understand a lot, kiddo, but you haven't seen much. Take a closer look. There aren't any crops by this river. See, after it was pinned down by the Jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded, but that's also hasn't meant it hasn't been able to provide irrigation for crops. That was... Such a river leaves no sustenance for the earth on its banks. Haha! And of course, that also means no people living peacefully lives on both its sides. Paimon gets it now. But did you say that they have that they were resisting the Lord of Geo, little bow? That's it. That's how it was. A long time ago. Some people say that the first Lord Leo was Rex Lapis, but she wailed. Before he came, there was other gods and that were protecting their ancestors. Kind of cooked in Fontaine for the first time. Did she? Oh. I've heard Grandpa Luke say that the tea ceremony is actually for the carp adeptus who planted everything. Okay, aren't these adeptus meant to be baddies? They were serving under the baddie god after all. In some stories they were baddies, while in others they're goodies, but it was all such a long time ago. Even the grown-ups don't remember much, so they always try to bluff me. Talking about the friend of yours again? Because the supernatural beings be held to our simple codes of right and wrong. As far as we're concerned, all the forces that have ever been blessed and protected this land deserve our offerings. There you go again. Yep, that's definitely Little Mouse Rose. Alright, then time to go. We're here. He just throws you off the boat. Splash. Thanks, Gramps! As the river breeze blows, you hit your... Oh, cool! That gives me so much time to read. Here we are. This is the Jade Mouth. Thank you for explaining. A huge chunk of jade, even the pieces on it, whoever threw it here, Adeptus and must have been absolutely titanic. And does it come in all shapes and sizes, towards the clouds, higher than the pools and leaves. The rest of it go again, anyway, you get the picture. Sum it up.
Tastes the same as I remember.
Christ.
But where are the...
I'm getting lightheaded. Also, are you these are lawn chairs. What the fuck? I don't... How does this make sense? I am the storm that is approaching. Have you seen... Oh wait, have you played Devil May Cry 5? I probably need to. I wanted Dragon's Dogma, and then I made Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'm disappointed. I should probably played Devil May Cry 5 finally. But one thing I know about that is that for some reason, Virgil, like the main villain, I'm guessing here, uses a fucking lawn chair as a throne, and it's the funniest shit. It's like the most mass-produced piece of plastic piece of shit you've ever seen, and he just sits there like a king. I fucking love it. That series had a good sense of humor. I wonder if they maintained it in the 5th one. I should play it. Okay, you little shit.
Well, here's the Jade Mouth, but how are we gonna find all the jade on the water?
Well, if we had the blessing of Fontaine.
Yeah, see, that's how it is.
What voice should I give him? Just like a fucking death god? Wait, no, hold on. The spring's cries ripple throughout the vale, the shrines depart from northeast shores. The heights and shallows in the northwest hide, sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade conceals within.
What's that little mouse singing about?
It sounds pretty complicated. It's one of our local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means, if you look out from the center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see 2 stone shrines. Hidden to the northeast and southwest, these shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Yeah, me neither. It's basically the same. This should be the official voice, I'm pretty sure. I'm fucking nailing it.
It's still the last bit, so the jade is all hidden beneath the whirlpool.
Why do they even hit me up with the lyrics when they could just give me the directions? Yep, sounds like we are going treasure hunting. Hooray! but the area between the northeast and southwest is so huge. After all, in a broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world. You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon. There's no need to worry. I already have an idea where the shrines might be. Because, well, my friends told me. Come on, let's roll. I have a question. Hold up a second. Hold on. Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great? I don't know. I played World of Warcraft. They've dealt with a pretty big whirlpool for a pretty long time. Oh yeah, won't that mean the boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't you worry about that. My friends told me that once we've done what we need to beneath the whirlpool, we'll disappear completely. Otherwise, we would all how would all the old boatmen carry on making a living? I don't know, that's what we're worried about. Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considered one to boot. Let's get going then. Wow. It's sentient. Bussin'. Okay. Okay. What the fuck am I doing? How do I... Ah! Where am I going? This looks correct. I'm sorry, this is what? I'm going to try using a devil energy. Always the same solution. And then what? Do I activate this? Oh, I do. And then I blast that. Oh shit, whoops. No, come back. Before I run out of time. It's like... the cooldown on these things make it so that there isn't a puzzle. Oh, pine cones. Incense? Oh yeah, I do like some of the subtle things they do though. Where is it? Yeah, over here. There's this shrine here that I remember after an event. There was an adepti that went to slumber inside one of the statues or some shit. And it felt sort of sad that nobody was... that it was like an abandoned shrine and nobody would show up to give them offerings. And it took them ages, but they eventually rebuilt it so that you could go back there and just give offerings. Like, it's completely pointless, but it's like it's there for that extra spice, and I respect that. It's sort of like how during some events you can just like bump into characters in the overworld. I wish they had that permanently. It's really annoying that's only during events. Because it's an open world game, and they somehow make the overworld feel real dead outside of the enemies that you beat the shit out of, and then, well, they're dead, so now it really is dead. Like, that was the direction I was hoping the game would go in early on, when I felt like this game might be worth spending money on. Because I thought they might pull it in that direction. It's just a shrine with a bird in it. You eventually get a quest to rebuild it, I think. It's not
Boats
that
are
it's
made for
particularly important,
transferring
but
commodities back and forth.
again, I just
And those
appreciate
that
it.
come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So
But
it
hey,
is where
you
many things
skip all
come
this
to
shit. Of
settle.
course you, of course you don't care about that. But that's part of why I try to engage with games, even though it's tempting to skip everything. Like, trust me, I know. But then you might miss out on some of the subtle shit that is easier to appreciate. That settles it? What do you mean that settles it? That's it? Wow, I'm amazing apparently. My fans couldn't do anything about the shrines. What do you mean? You pressed T a couple of times. You lit shit up. Oh well. Why do you even pay attention to the main stories though? Why don't you just skip that? The voice acting can't be
One
that good.
man's stone is another man's gem.
Don't know why I'm laughing that hard. Okay. How do I... Wasn't there something for me to grab here? Damn it! I wanna... Ah! Come on! Almost reach it! Oh. Between the pearls? Oh, shit! Ah! The fuck is this? What did I do? No, don't activate it. Open the chest.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
For the entire story. Like, I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. They like make story. You know what, I can just end the sentence there almost. I swear to God, they just make story elements just to
Every
waste your
journey has
time.
its final
It's
day.
to make sure that you spend a certain amount of time in the game. Not having fun, just being in it. It's evil. I'm here. This isn't part of the quest, though. And look at this. Is this a puzzle? It's... I remember when I saw, what was it, Asmongold playing Tower of Fantasy? And he came to a part where you just click the thing and then they float around. Just like that. I just went, what the fuck is this? And I feel like that perfectly encapsulated it. Like, if you're running around capturing them, it makes sense. But here, just literally put on rails and there's nothing for you to do.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Jump higher! Zhongli, you got longer legs than that. Come on. Shui. And now how do I get back? Why Yoda? I think one of the few things these games get right is the progression systems. Well, not artifacts, but how you can't actually grind by fighting monsters, I actually think is a good thing. Because imagine fighting fucking everything every time the overworld respawned just to get experience. End me. Yeah, how she summarizes the thing that they just said. Nothing makes it clearer that the game is for toddlers than that. And here I am, the biggest toddler of them all. Man-child, try man-baby. I was expecting to find that shit up high, but no. Nice, juicy. But yeah, stalling is like a pretty accurate word to describe it
Solidify.
from how it feels for me.
Shower me with the dissipate.
Like, quick, buy time! Paimon, distract them! Talk about food or something! No, Paimon, please! listen to the developers. You're better than this. No, Paimon, no. Who the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Okay, are these guys actual
I will have order.
threats? Guess not. Okay, well. Damn it. Someone's notes, okay. I kind of liked how in Fontaine you had these local legends that, I don't know, like they had completely different movesets sometimes and were actually difficult to fight. I just bumped into them. The spring cries ripples through the vales. The shrines depart from the northeast shore. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide. Sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal... Oh, wait, I've heard this before! We have found the two shrines and legends speak of, and it seems they, too, are related to our ancestors in the mountains. But the meaning of the folk song mentioned above remains unclear. 3 dots. We don't have any clue what to do here. We're just running around like headless chickens. Everyone's got really worked up when they heard that our comrades excavating and shipping antiques were already making big more. Who knows how much longer we'll stick around here. Okay. I remember fighting this one pugilist guy, and I don't remember any enemies going full Street Fighter on me and going like Shoryuken, Hadouken, and doing all kinds of shit like that. Maybe because they die too fast. That's perfectly possible. But it was fun to see at least. Okay, something on my mind. Can't have been that important, I guess. Wow, she's... Why did I pause? Oh yeah, I know what I was about to talk about. I have a pet peeve
Unsolicited,
about
and all the more valuable for
when I play video games. A lot of them have like books and shit to read, right? You know, those things you hate. Knowledge. Don't know why I'm giving you shit. For some reason, a lot of the time, the books are written or the notes are written as if it's a script. Like, you have like 3
Boats are
dots
made
and
for
then they go,
transferring commodities back and forth.
oh no,
And those
I'm
that
losing
come
my
across
mind.
Lyra
I'm
tend
going
to stay.
crazy.
So it is where many things come to settle.
I cannot see clearly anymore. The sight is going from my eyes. I can't hear. Everything's going to shit. And then you just write by the end. And it's like, no, who the fuck writes like this? They write as if they're talking to somebody. And that has always annoyed the shit out of me, and it seems like nobody else notices. Everybody else goes, oh no,
Osmanthus
spooky!
wine tastes the same as I remember.
And I go, yeah, yes, that's what's going on. Spooky. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm too critical. Look at what... They haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. Yeah, disappointing. I was like, okay. Shit like this, the visuals of giant carved objects, I just like. I think most people like it. I think people just refer to it as scale. Like when I played God of War, pretty much all of them, like fighting on the Trojan horse, the camera zooming out as you're running along the chain and realizing how fucking huge the thing is, always fun. Like, I don't even need it to make sense. I just like the spectacle of it. Anyway, Whirlpool. Well, what should we do next, boss? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try, traveler? Dude, have you seen Potion Seller? Best video on the internet? Gonna... Fine. Let's activate the anal beads. Wait, the whirlpool, is it actually a giant sphincter? Ooh! I'm not sure this is safe. Is this a YouTube video called Potion Seller? It's the dumbest shit, but it's so quotable. I can't stop. Potion Seller. I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potions. My potions are far too strong for you, traveler. I suggest you go elsewhere and find some weaker potions. Potion Seller. I don't think you understand. I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potions. My potions are far too strong for you, adventurer. They could fell a dragon, let alone you, adventurer. I suggest you go elsewhere. It's so stupid. It just goes on for like 3 full minutes like that. So of course, well worth my time. I don't know why I'm trying to waste your time as well. Actually, I know exactly why. Partners in crime. Adeptus Hujin? Is it? Hujin's just a carp, huh? Are you gonna lure me out of here? Should be, yeah. Apparently, that guy with that YouTube channel became a script writer. I'm sorry, fucking hell, it should make me laugh. And has actually gotten Oscars or nominated, maybe for an Emmy. And he's still making some of these videos on his YouTube channel. That's just really funny to me. It's like, this is what he does in his free time, but he professionally makes actual Oscar-worthy content. That's sort of like how Key and Peele, I keep mixing them up. I'm assuming Peele made Get Out, but they also make like stupid skits. But then he also is able to make serious movies. Respect. Like technically there's nothing stopping people, but it feels like a lot of people get typecast and pigeonholed, so they don't really get to even try. Don't think you're escaping me.
Unsolicited, and
all the more valuable for it. The music here is going pretty hard. I really like this sort of music. How would you even describe it? It's like choral, sure, but... Wow, that animation. They did not bother smoothing the spline at all. Oh my god. That should be so easy to do. They can't be that worried. Ooh. Oh, here's like one of my favorite aesthetics. I'm apparently a simple man to please. But... Oh, fuck! It... Why were we again? And who might this be? Ah. What the fuck am I doing? You haven't met before? This is Little Mao. He's helped us so much along the way. No, we haven't met before, but you must be a good child, Little Mao. Oh, yes, it's me. Miss, are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you? This is Adeptus Fusion. Which I'm expecting to have two U's because that sounds like the Japanese wind god. Thanks for all the help you've given, and Traveler and Paimon Little Mal. It's really the legendary Fujin in the flesh! I can't believe this! I've heard so many stories about you. And now I know that you're not some kind of big slippery carpet lady, instead like a big sister, huh? Big carp, honestly. What kind of stories have you been listening to, Little Mal? One is the Adeptus, and as such can take forms as one pleases. This particular form seemed like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. Maybe we should turn her into Gollum for shits and giggles.
From what you said, you have a very unique scent, Little Mal. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with golden eyes and a fair complexion, perhaps?
Not exactly, Big Sis Fujin. You're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountain doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads.
So it was her after all.
So your friend wasn't the Adeptus Fujin after all, huh?
But Big Sis Fujin's my friend now, isn't she?
Of course, Little Mal. Delighted to have made friends with you.
Way to go, Little Mal. You've now met two Adepti. He's met other Adepti? I want to know the other one. As for whether Little Mal's friend counts as an Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title, and it's hard to say whether Adepti are even people. Whoa. Racist. The word Adeptus is just like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. What? Had to bring in the last one, huh? No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever. Really? That's true. So you've met that friend of Little Mal's that we were talking about, right? Indeed. But it's been a long, long time since I last met her. So now I suspect that I don't know her half as well as Little Mal does. I'm not even sure if I still count her as a friend. Whoa. According to what Little Mal said, his friend wants to restore nature. His friend wants to restore nature too. I would imagine so. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade. I had originally hoped it might remain here, the same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so. This rain jade you just mentioned, did it rain down or did it make rain or something? Of course not. Other great changes in our geology are the ancestors of the people of Chen Yu Vale lost their ability to communicate with the heavens and lost the guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. Henceforth, they began to take jade, which glowed as gently as the light of the moon, and cast it into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile land, for clement weather, and for the riverbanks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power until one day... Big Sis Fujin, what happened next? One day, the long war to become the gods who would reign over this world began. Heh? Afterwards, this tradition lost all its meaning, but though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over generations. To cut a long story short, this piece of votive rain jade before us was the very last one to be thrown. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swollen by the uncontrollable adeptal energy. Much of its power has dissipated into the surrounding area through spirit veins. Typical. Always with the spirit veins. this payer. I can't even talk anymore. This power may also have affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adaptable energy has dissipated nearby, should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goals of nursing the water and soil back to health. I should say this, Traveler Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know. And Little Mao, will you help me too? Will you help out your big sis? Of course I want to restore nature too. Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, Little Mao. You'll understand everything later. All right, then, let's go back to separate ways. Once you've retrieved the adaptable energy-filled votive rain jade, too much of a mouthful, please. Meet again by a deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. Got it. Oh, she's disappeared. Okay, well. Let's just do what she said and restore this votive rain jade's power. Speaking of, what's it got to do with the voting? I don't know. See? You're not that much better than power. It's votive, not voting. I still don't know what votive is. So complicated. Dude, I know. Is this how elections are held? What do you mean? Why is this called a rain jade again? What does it mean? Why is nobody... Stop being confused. Actually explain me. Explain me? Explain to me. Jesus Christ. You don't know. Explain me. What am I saying? You know what? I made enough progress. Say goodbye. See you later, Frank. I'm out of here. Got